Hey guys, Abel here, back with another video, lighthearted video today. And it's going to be a bit of a rant about workout trackers, a bit of information for you which you might find useful regarding the workout app that I'm using and have been using for like 6-7 years. It's a free app, so definitely no shilling of any kind with any kind of interest. It's quite the opposite of shilling. It's actually giving you guys or any potential app developer, someone who could possibly design a workout app for the future, I'm actually going to give you $1 million business idea. Okay, so I think that if you're going to run with my idea that I'm going to give you in this video, you're going to do very well. I guess I could try to keep it for myself, but what am I going to do? I'm not going to hire some app developer for God knows how much money, nor am I going to create that app myself. So yeah, here it is. Please, when you make your first $1 million, think of the people who helped you and inspired you along the way, okay? Also, by the way, short plug for the beginning, my book, How to Design Awesome Training Programs, is out still. It's ssdable.com/book. So far, I heard very good reviews and feedback. And also, by the way, since I'm done with the book writing process and launched it, I'm back at coaching normally. So those of you who reached out to me and I declined at the time, or maybe in some horrible cases you didn't even get a response, I am back at coaching normally, full schedule and rotation and whatever like I used to. So just so you know. So workout trackers, workout apps, apps for bodybuilders, apps for serious lifters, what is the deal with them? Well, training apps, training tracker apps suck, most of them. There's one exception that I could find so far, and that is called Fitnotes. It's a free app, which is crazy, and I'll kind of elaborate on it, why that's super crazy. Except for that one, I never found anything that I liked. Now, I am an Android user. I think Fitnotes is unfortunately not out for iOS. I vaguely recall seeing something for iOS that seemed cool, and I kind of wished that it was available for Android as well. Don't ask me what that was. Yeah, for example, I also haven't tried Gravitas, which is Eric Helms is affiliated with that company. It's for iOS only. I've heard some good things. I don't know, never tried it. I don't have iOS anything. So, and probably I also haven't tried every single app in the App Store for Android, but I would say that I probably tried all of them that are commonly recommended. I pretty much tried all of them that have high ratings. Maybe there's some obscure, unknown app like way in the bottom shelves of App Store, but I haven't come across it yet. It's not App Store, it's Play Store, right, on Android. But in a general sense, what is the issue of most workout trackers, which is not an issue of Fitnotes? The first thing is, and this is not so much a mistake, I'm sure this is probably a good decision from a business standpoint, but from a customer standpoint, this is just misleading, is that they try to appeal to everyone. More specifically, they try to make the app super appealing for beginners, while at the same time they are often advertised as workout trackers for serious lifters. Now, the thing is that is a very difficult thing to do, if not impossible. Simply because you need different things. Like just like if you were to hire a trainer in the gym, it would be very different for a beginner versus a super advanced lifter. Sure, like some people that are very good at training advanced people will probably also be okay at least at training beginners, but you need different skill sets. As for beginners, you probably need to be a bit of a motivator. You got it. Like, no, it didn't even slow down yet. Come on, give me one more. Like you need this sort of communication skill as someone who is training beginners. For advanced lifters, like you need very high competence at, giving maybe small tips on technical execution that can improve their form, reduce joint pain even more, optimize their performance even more, keep a close eye on their recovery curves, noticing things in their performance which they might even not be able to notice, even just stand there, measure their rep speed, things like that. So anyway, different skill set. The same thing applies for workout trackers or workout apps as well. A beginner will probably want a workout app to not just be a tracker, but will also want that to be a guide, a personal trainer in their pocket, basically. So they will want some instructional videos and illustrations for the exercises, like, oh, okay, so the pendlay row, what is that? Oh, okay, cool video. The bench press, does it mean that I'm pressing a bench over my head? So I'm lying on a bench. So, maybe exaggerating a little bit, but it's going to be something that will have to be both a platform where they can track their workouts, and also something that is gonna kind of tell them what to do. Many of them will want that because, I mean, partly they are a beginner because they don't really know what they're doing yet. On the other hand, an advanced lifter will probably not want a whole bunch of guides and instructional videos and pictures and whatever else on their workout app. They really just need something where they can track things. They will want to keep track of their performance workout to workout, also over the long term. And they will simply want a tool that makes it the most convenient. A personal trainer in their pockets is typically not something that they want. Or if they do want that, then it has to be some, once again, very heavily specialized personal trainer. In other words, if the app that I'm using is able to take my performance data that I put in there, interpret that, and based on that give me some very heavily individualized and specialized advice, that's great. Like, that would be some significant value that I could extract out of an app like that. But I mean, that would be very difficult to set up. I don't even really think that we will be there for a while still, but I have some ideas, and that's partly going to be my $1 million idea for you. But for the most part, in general, guides, instructional manuals, videos, whatever, graphs, are not the things that we want to get out of a workout app. We are advanced in good part because we actually already know what works for us. We know what to do. That doesn't mean that nobody can tell anything new to us and there is not new information out there that can be helpful, but some generic videos and animations are not going to be the things that are going to change the game for us. To a large extent, the same thing applies to workout templates and pre-written plans that are oftentimes included in these apps. Sure, it's sometimes nice to have something already prescribed for me and basically getting rid of the burden of having to make decisions regarding my own training and calling all the shots. That can be a nice thing. So that's why advanced lifters even hire coaches or get consultations from people, have mentors, or whatever else. Yes, that's great. But we will be pretty selective regarding who those people are going to be. It's not just going to be any random person. I'm not just going to see a random split on the internet and think to myself like, ooh, like this looks really cool. And it's called hardcore rock solid arms or plan or whatever. No. I will need a person who looks at my parameters, training history, and puts together something, and probably we will consult with each other while that program creation is happening. So for me, as an advanced lifter and a truly serious lifter, outsourcing my training and letting someone else handle that, it's about as delicate of an issue or as intimate of a thing for me as having someone work on my teeth or do, I don't know, colonoscopy on me or something like that. Like, I'm not saying that someone else cannot do that for me, but I will be very picky and choosy about who that is going to be. Like, if, some like kiosk on the street and just some person is like, hey, colonoscopy for 50 euros, I'm not just going to go up and say, all right, let's do it, right? So I'm not just going to use these workout templates in these workout apps, but I completely get it that it's very, very, very helpful for a beginner person. So, long story short here is that you cannot really appeal equally to serious lifters and beginners, nor do I think that they want to. It's just something to be aware of that for the most part, they are targeting beginners. The reason they are not saying this in their bio or sales page or whatever else is because even nobody likes to think of themselves as a beginner. Like, this is actually like some rookie marketing mistake that you should never call your book or course or app or whatever else something for beginners. Call it something fancier, sexier, because even though, yes, a beginner should read something that is made for beginners, but still they have this in their heads that this is going to be some crap. Like, the really good stuff is for the serious ones. So, they're going to say, for serious lifters, for serious muscle building enthusiasts, here is this app. And then you actually start using it and everything just screams beginners, beginners, beginners. In fact, it's kind of sad to say, but I would go so far as to say that when I see an app which has very, very good looking design and very fancy pictures and illustrations and whatever, as soon as I see that, I pretty much know that I'm not going to like the app, because it basically tells me that, okay, they put a lot of effort into design and making it look very pretty, which means that they put the emphasis on things that I just don't care about. Like, I don't need videos and animations about how to bench press or do squats and whatever. Like, all of that is cool, but I don't need this. I also don't need workout plans. No, I need a convenient way to track. As an advanced lifter, basically, this is what I want to have from a workout app. I want to be able to track my performance And I want that to be a very, very easy and convenient process. Okay, I don't want to feel like I need to turn into a coder, or I don't want to feel like I need to have justifications as to why I'm not so good with technology. Like, I shouldn't be good with technology in order to use an app at full functionality. So make my life easier. When I'm sweaty and tired and breathing heavy in the gym, even then, make it possible for me that I can just pick up my phone, do 3 swipes and 2 clicks, and that many moves with my hands and fingers should be enough to put in my lift performance that I just had. And let's say go back to yesterday's sessions and the day before after that as well, and edit something in those workouts as well. Okay, so like 5 finger movements, 3 things that I should be able to change in my workout log. So that's roughly what I would expect. Besides this, I also want to be able to oversee past performance. As an advanced lifter, I look at my data a lot. I compare like for like as much as possible. I want to see trends over the longer term, and that is crucial because like oftentimes workout to workout, I'm not going to be seeing anything. But how did the passing of the months and years treat my performance on certain things? Let's say the last time I was as lean or as fat as I am currently was in 2021. At that time, how was my performance on this specific machine? Like this should be the very basics. By the way, also, of course, be aware of metrics that lifters like to track. So like just recently, this new app was introduced onto the market, and like, okay, this should be some really cool thing. And some people that I respect recommended it. So I checked it out. And I mean, I thought I was seeing it wrong, that surely this cannot be. When you were looking at your analytics, so you were looking at, like what you actually did so far and like volume and intensity, whatever, the app did not track sets. Like that was not a metric that they used for tracking volume. Like really sets. And it was supposed to be some like evidence-based training app. So evidence-based, and you're not tracking sets. Like that should be the first thing. Like you should, if anything, you should know that like way too many people are obsessed with sets to the expense of other very important things. That's the one thing that you're not tracking, and it's just like volume load, like tonnage. Oh my gosh. A very, very crucial thing. And without this, I don't think you can call yourself a serious workout app. The workout app that I'm talking to here is make it possible, of course, to design custom exercises, and if possible, also custom muscle groups. Okay, so no training app will have all the exercises in the world listed. So, chest press machine, that would be one thing. But, like, let's say I'm training 3 years in one gym, and then we move. I start using another gym, it has a different chest press machine. I want to be able to change that. So far it was called, let's say, Techno Gym chest press machine. From now on, hopefully it will be called Prime chest press machine or whatever, something like that. You should be able to add your custom exercises, because if you just have like a list of, 6 exercises for the chest or something like that, and you cannot change that, I mean, basically it will be the equivalent of saying that this workout app does not adapt at all. I think it's almost as basic, but clearly app developers don't really agree with me. But custom muscle groups as well. So, okay, you have your basics, like that is already there in the app, like back, chest, shoulders. I think that if you're an actually serious lifter, for you, the back, that is not going to cut it. Like at the very least, I should be able to distinguish between lower back, lats, upper back. Okay, like we could divide it up even more, of course, but I mean, that should be the basics. But at the very least, like lower back and rest, right? Because okay, maybe we can argue whether if I'm doing, a bent over row with flared elbows, it's still going to hit the lats a little bit. So, okay, if for you that's no different than doing like a cable pullover or something like that, I think it's very different, but okay, it's not as horrendous of you to think that. But a back extension for your lower back versus a pull-up, I mean, that's definitely not the same, right? Even though both of those would qualify as back. So you should be able to add your own custom muscle groups, and, however way you want to slice it. Like if you want, like you can have like iliac lats and thoracic lats and whatever other lats, and then rear delts, upper traps, mid traps, lower traps. Like you should have a billion different muscle groups that you can separately track and assign exercises to if you wanted to. And of course, in Fitnotes, you can do all of this. And once again, it's free. The only real perk that Fitnotes doesn't have, in my opinion, is the ability to assign multiple muscle groups to one exercise. So for the bench press, that it would not just be chest, but it could be chest and then also triceps. So when I'm looking at my analytics and I'm seeing how many sets I did that week for each muscle group, I would see that, okay, let's say I did 5 sets of bench press and nothing else, then I would see 5 sets of chest and let's say 5 sets of triceps. Perk 2.0 or whatever would be in this case, that I could also set, like what fraction would that exercise count for that muscle group. So like, let's say if I wanted this to be only counted as 2.5 sets of triceps because one set of bench press is only half a set of triceps because it's not that good of a tricep exercise, then I would be able to set that up as well. So when I'm looking at my analytics, 5 sets of chest, because 5 sets of bench press, it's 5 completely legit sets for the chest, and then 2.5 sets of triceps. I mean, that would be so phenomenal. No workout app, to my knowledge, can do this yet. I don't know if it's because it's that complicated to do this, or because I would guess that it's more so the case that people just don't think about this, because once again, probably A, the people designing the apps are not that serious lifters themselves, B, the target audience is not that serious either. So yeah, now let's talk about convenience. Ease of use, how complicated, how annoying is it to run the app and to actually use it? And the thing is that most workout apps are simply not convenient enough to use. It's just too annoying, too many clicks, too many ways to mess up. You click on the wrong thing, then you have to go back. Too many times you need to say save and edit and done and these sorts of things. Man, too many clicks. I'm in the gym, I'm sweating, I'm breathing heavy. I don't want to be looking at my screen that much trying to set things up, okay? I downloaded, for example, this app called Strong. Let's see how this fares, okay? The Strong app. So here I'm seeing workout. It says quick start an empty workout. Okay, cool. So far this is intuitive enough. Right away, there is this timer here that starts ticking. This is something I hate. And these workout apps are obsessed with this, and it makes some intuitive sense, but it is actually just an annoying hoop that I need to jump over, okay? I don't need a timer to be running. Maybe for some people this is like a big help, but when there is a timer that's running, so they're obsessed with this whole idea of start workout, finish workout, okay? I understand it, and it makes good intuitive sense, but when you see this in practice, what this means is that when you want to edit a past workout or something like that, you need to like start that workout again, and then you need to exit that workout again before you can go into another workout. You cannot just like easily go between them. This is an annoying inconvenience. Okay, so like now, for example, I just turned on the screen recorder. My whole workout page is lost. So I don't know what I need to do. Like after, okay, I could pull it back up. Okay, that's your luck. But again, like why did it have to disappear even? I don't know. Okay, so back extension, okay, whatever. 55 pounds, 8 reps, and then whatever, 20 pounds, 5 reps, whatever. Okay, so now I'm done with the back extension. Okay, add exercise. So now I add another one. Okay, let's see. Okay, I do 10 pounds for 5 reps with the ball slams. Cool. And okay, now I need to check these sets that I've done them. Again, what's the need for this? But seriously, it's almost like I don't even know how to call this. It's like when you're working on something, when you're editing a page on your website and you're super scared of messing something up, and then you're freaking out that you're gonna click to the wrong thing or that you won't save something, so you check it like 50 billion times. Oftentimes this is my feeling with these. Okay, finish workout. Okay, cool. What was the need for this as well? Like in Fitnotes, I don't need to click finish. I can just like swipe right, and then there is the next workout if I need it. Why do I need to start it and finish it? Because that also means that like, so now if I go here and I want to edit something, it's like, oh no, actually I also did some ab wheel rollouts or whatever. I click on it, like now I can click whatever I want. Nothing is gonna happen. First, I guess I need to click edit workout. Cool. Now I can start it again. So let's say I add an exercise, an ab wheel. Okay, once again, 10. and 8 reps, whatever, at set. Cool. Of course, I will check mark it as well that I actually did it. Woohoo. Next. Now can I go back? Okay, cool. Whew. That was close. No, but honestly, it's like the feeling I have when I'm using these apps is when I'm editing something in Microsoft Word, some huge document, and then, you know, like it was the 50th time that the pictures like messed up the entire structure, and like one thing started like 3 pages lower and the entire document looks like a nightmare. And finally I managed to make it look okay, and then I'm just like, okay, not touching it, it will be good like this. I don't want to mess it up again. Oftentimes I have the feeling with these workout apps. And I get it that like they think that this is nice, that like, okay, make it obvious, like edit, finish. It's neat this way, but it's not. It's a lot more potential ways to just make it annoying. I think it's worth thinking about like what is the purpose of having a workout app? Like, why do we use it? Because there's one thing that I'm definitely not using it for is that I can play with it. Okay, like if I want to play with something, here I have my PlayStation, that's perfectly good enough for me. In the gym, I just want something that makes my life easier with tracking. Okay, people used to use pen and paper, then that became a bit too like inconvenient to carry it around. Once we had better options, I used a spreadsheet for a very long time. Like Google Spreadsheets works really well. It has some downsides, like, you know, it's you have to zoom in, like typing is annoying. You click on the wrong cell, then you accidentally expand that cell, like these inconvenient things happening. If you want to have like graphs and charts of your performance, you need to be a bit of a spreadsheet wizard for that. So an app would be a very cool thing to make it even more convenient than a spreadsheet, which is like already a step up compared to pen and paper. But pen and paper is already pretty good, make no mistake. Like I even used to do that when I was much younger. You know, as neat and amazing as a lot of these workout apps look, if we are being honest, are they making things more convenient than a Google spreadsheet? The answer would be oftentimes no. It's actually not more convenient. And I think that would be like the first question I would ask myself if I was an app developer like this. Is this easier and more convenient to use than a Google spreadsheet? And like this strong app that I use, I can already tell it's not. And by the way, like I haven't even looked at like, yeah, like once again, like I wanted to go back, like, do you want to save this as this and this? Like don't ask me questions, okay? Only I'm asking questions here. Who are you to just start interrogating me? God damn it. Okay, this part was a joke, just to be clear. History, okay? Want to see my analytics, or this is like a pro feature. Like, again, why do I have to think where to click? Why is this not super intuitive? Like, I see a fucking crown. I'm guessing that means like pro version. I see a calendar icon, and I see the workout that I just put in. Where is something where like analytics, something on Fitnotes is super intuitive? And again, you can call me dumb for not figuring it out. I'm entitled to be dumb. Most people are even dumber. I have news for you. Make it convenient for dumb people and lazy people. Like I want to have the option to be lazy and dumb and retarded with technology. And the thing is like, okay, you will see it in the Play Store. 6 million downloads or something. Okay, cool. How many active users are there actually? Because I downloaded a bunch of things that I deleted after 5 seconds. So yeah, these workout apps are just simply not convenient enough to use. From some people I heard that Fitnotes has poor design, and it's true. Like it basically has no design whatsoever. Do I think that matters? Like if we are just trying to be a little bit rational, or using a workout app to marvel at something super pretty, like, no. If that's what you want, then go sightseeing or go to a museum or whatever, a strip club. I'm not gonna say that design does not matter at all. It does matter to some extent. It's nice to like to look at something. For example, Messenger, right? The Facebook chat software thingy. I would probably not be using it at all at this point, and I would only be using WhatsApp if it was not for the fact that WhatsApp just has really ugly design. It's just bad to look at it. Messenger is much nicer with the dark blue color. Like everything is just a lot more tasteful. Like these little things matter. It's weird. It shouldn't matter. Viber, for example. I mean, I feel like a retarded person anytime I'm opening it. Everything is like so big and like clunky. Design matters, but ultimately functionality still matters more. So these workout apps that I've been trying, like Heavy, G-Fit, whatever, all of these look cool, but honestly, not convenient enough to use. Again, your customers are lazy. The customer is always right, by the way. Like the customer is lazy. The customer is ignorant, and they have every right to be so. They want comfort. They are not picking up your app because they want to fiddle around with it. They probably want to fiddle around with it as little as possible, and they just want that to do the job. So anyways, I want to summarize first my main points. Like, if you're an app developer, maybe you've even developed something in the past, and maybe you just want to improve upon that. Maybe you're planning on doing something like this in the future. What would be my biggest recommendations as far as what not to do, which a lot of these apps are doing? First thing is, make the app very easy to use and intuitive. Okay, don't think like a developer. Like, don't think of someone who sees these things as a work of art. We don't. Okay, like, we are just dumb customers who want convenience. So if I want to find something, how many clicks? If something can be done in 2 clicks, then I think there should be a very, very good reason for that not to be 2 clicks but 4. If something can be done in 1 swipe, but instead of that I need a swipe and 2 clicks, are those 2 clicks essential? If they can be skipped, then skip it. Less swipes, less clicks. It's not because it's exhausting for me to swipe. It's simply because oftentimes I actually don't know where to click. Like now, for example, in this Strong app where I was trying to find analytics, I didn't fiddle around with it a lot, but it's either not there at all, or I haven't found it in whatever 15 seconds or 20 seconds. That's too much, okay? Like, I will want to work out. I'm not going to be stopping and be looking for things because it's just a tracker. Again, not a work of art, not something that I'm attached to in any way. So just keep that in mind. And again, we're talking about something pretty basic, like looking at my analytics. I'm not talking about some like ultra super fancy feature, which of course that's a bit more buried. Secondly, I would strongly suggest getting rid of this timing the workouts, start workout, finish workout. It's not needed. You can add that as an option. I'm sure that Fitnotes has that option actually. Like, you can add rest period, timer, and all of that. Sure, like a lot of people track their rest periods. Otherwise, they would be using a separate stopwatch for that. So it's convenient if it's in the same app. Sure. But make that something that you can tack on top, because like, if you need to start and finish your workouts individually, that is just going to make it less convenient. I'll give you an example. It may seem like a niche thing, but I think it happens. Similar things happen to other people as well. First of all, a bunch of times I just forget to put things in that I did that day in the gym. Like yesterday, for example, I was working out with someone. So I was chit-chatting, whatever. I didn't actually note down what I did. But later that day I remembered, and I knew that probably 2 days later I will not remember as clearly. So I just, while I was sitting on the couch, while the Man United game was going on, I just jotted down things. It would have been a lot more annoying if I needed to start workout, edit, add whatever, finish workout, check mark, okay, yes, these sets I completed. Nah, come on. Basically consider options where people are not there dedicating their full attention to the workout, and like, okay, this is that time of the day when I'm opening the workout app and I'm inputting the data, and then I'm concluding, like mission complete, and then I'm closing the app. Like, that's not how people use apps. Like, think of the apps that you're using. Imagine if it was that difficult to calculate something on a calculator on your phone, or to send a message on WhatsApp to someone. Like, you would just not be doing it eventually, because like, fuck, like, it's easier to send smoke signs or a whatever messenger pigeon or something. So consider scenarios where people are just on the fly, they forgot something, they just really quickly want to do it. Make it as low effort and as intuitive as possible. 2 things, I think 2 questions that you should ask yourself, especially if you're even entertaining the fact of promoting this as something that is for serious lifters. Ask yourself these 2 things. Is it more convenient to use for a serious lifter than Google Spreadsheets? And is it offering something that Fitnotes does not offer? Okay, because it's actually kind of comical that a bunch of the features that Fitnotes has, like tracking the analytics and what you can track, this app is for free. A bunch of those features that are often not even as good as Fitnotes features are pro features in other apps. I think that's comical. Like, you should be able to do better, because why would I pick yours? And by the way, these days apps are, it's gone are the times when it's, $8, $10. Like, a bunch of these are like 15, 20, 25. Like, I mean, but for what? Because this app can do it for free. So I mean, that's kind of something to consider. Also, what I would recommend to you if you are going to design something for serious lifters is basically make an app like Fitnotes, or maybe Fitnotes developer if you want to get really rich, and because you're very much on the right track. Basically, here is this app that's perfect. Add the option of assigning one exercise to multiple muscle groups the way I said it. So like 4 sets of bench press. Okay, that's 4 sets for the chest. Also 4 sets for the triceps, or only 2 sets because it's only like, and let me set that up, so make that customizable. If an app could do that, that would be just so wonderful. Then as a pro feature, for example, something like Fitnotes, these extra perks could be added, like workout plans and templates and these sorts of things, like the Arnold template and the Dorian template and things like that. Now here's the extra $1 million idea. I would pay for this and a good amount of money right now if you could make this possible. An app like Fitnotes, but make it interactive if possible. Like create like a multiplayer version of that. Like if I could send Fitnotes logs to my clients and they could track their workouts like I'm tracking mine, and then I could go like jump in, maybe, so I would not be able to edit their workouts, but I could add comments and I could see what they are doing if they give me permission. So kind of like a Google Doc or something like that. I would be just a viewer, but I could see what they are doing. That would be, holy shit, that would be phenomenal. Like it would, because Google spreadsheets, that's how we are tracking workouts together with most of my clients. That's great, but Google spreadsheets eventually get clunky and cluttered, whatever, like it too much data and it's hard to oversee. If I could jump in, see what my client is doing, I'm seeing the trend, and then maybe I could just put in a comment like, okay, at this point, I recommend you do a plateau breaker, don't forget it, whatever. Amazing. If you really want to take it to the next level, try to set up like automations where, okay, so if certain trends are happening in your performance, then you're getting certain tips. I mean, diet apps can do this at this point. So if you're not losing weight or your rate of loss dips below a certain level, then you're getting a message like, okay, drop calories by 200, or it drops it for you automatically. Something like this could be in the workout app as well. So, okay, like you've been hitting the same weights for the same reps for 3 sessions in a row. Now let's do this. I mean, little things like this. That could be the pro feature. Dude, I would pay for that right now. I mean, that would be the dream. And I know that serious and advanced lifters are maybe not the majority, but here's the thing. Maybe you will not get 6 million downloads with that. Maybe you will only get 500,000, but those will be, I would argue, 500,000 a lot more loyal buyers. Again, to me, a training plan is like you doing a colonoscopy on me or something like that, or checking my bladder. If I'm giving you the honor and privilege that you can check these things for me and like you can handle these things for me, then I'm probably going to be very loyal. So yes, for an app like that, I would probably be paying for the next 10 years every month, and I would be happy to do so. The beginners, those 6 million people that are downloading the app, I would guess that a bunch of them will never even pay for the pro feature, or maybe they will try it, then cancel the trial period, or maybe they will use it for a couple of months. But I would think that you have much less like very loyal long-term paying customers. So I think there is good potential in the advanced market because, I mean, God damn it, they are paying $30, like $25-30 for many years for a research review. Right? Like that's the world of advanced lifters that are very serious. So yeah, I think you could do really, really well if you took these tips to heart. By the way, speaking of paying for things, I have absolutely no issue with that. Pro features are really cool. I will say that like when you download an app and it immediately pushes the pro feature in your face before you could even open the app, that's lame. Okay, come on. Stop doing that. Like at least wait 5 minutes or something. Like, are you crazy? And B, when you have an app where you don't even have the option to try it at all with a trial period or without. Like a trial period, if you cannot try it at all without at least a trial period, that's already a little bit sketchy to me, but okay. But if you don't even have that option, but you just need to pay right away, I mean, seriously, are you crazy? Like, what the hell? And okay, like there's like 30-day or 60-day, whatever, refund policy. No, that's not the same. I don't even know what this is. Like, and I don't know, like companies get weird about refunds all the time, and then they argue with you, whatever. No, and it's uncomfortable. Don't make it like, I don't even know what your app is, and I already have to sign up to like, okay, I'm paying, and I can somehow possibly get that money back if I'm willing to go through some rather uncomfortable exchanges in email and whatever. Like, no, come on. Like, you can do better than that, surely. So anyways, that's the conclusion. Most workout apps suck. Fitnotes is amazing. Tracking the workouts is so easy and so convenient. Analytics, tracking past performance through various time frames, like this week, this month, past 2 years, or specifically from 2020 May 13 until 2023 April the 5th. No problem. Okay, how many sets of chest did I do? Or how many sets of bench press did I do for 5 reps? Okay, maybe that one it cannot do, but I wouldn't be surprised if it could. It is just so good. By the way, you can also track your body comp and things like that. I don't often do it in Fitnotes, but super solid app, and it's for freaking free. There is a support version of that, so there is a Fitnotes supporter app. Basically, you can download that and pay a subscription fee there just to support the app. I would consider it, honestly, if I were you, if you like the app, because it is really just the best tracker for actually serious advanced lifters out there. And this person gives the option for everybody to use it for free, except for iOS users. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and if someone has some good recommendation for iOS users, please put it in the comment section and I will pin it, okay? So that's actually all I wanted to say in this video. Again, kind of lighthearted, kind of ranty, but whatever. It was what it was. Otherwise, check out my book, ssdable.com/book, a book on how to design awesome training splits. And yeah, once again, I'm back at coaching as per normal after the book launch. So if you want to work together with me, do a consultation, something like that, ssdable.com, you find me there. And yeah, we can discuss things. So that's all for this video. And yeah, see you in the next one. Okay, so let's test things out with this GFit app as well. Let's see how intuitive this one is. Opening it, first of all, what the hell? Nightmare design, for me at least. It's confusing. What is this? Like, is this a blog or something? Like, I'm reading posts. Okay, for you. Okay, so workout. Now I want to have a workout. So I'm not even sure where I should be clicking now. Is it workout 1 or what's gonna happen now? Okay, workout 1, sets times rep. Okay, got it. Add exercise. Cool. This was not intuitive at all. Like, why isn't there just a button like start new workout or something? Like, for all I knew, this could have been some analytics, like looking back at past workouts. But okay, barbell bench press. Cool. Okay. Yeah, add. Okay, so yeah, okay, so first set, let's see, I did. You see, start workout. Here this shit is blinking at me. Okay, sure, let's start it. Why can't I just type this in? I don't understand. Okay, start workout. So just to compare this now with Fitnotes, I'm opening the app. This is what I'm seeing. Start new workout, or I can click on that plus sign up there. Start new workout. I can just type in here, or I can pick it from the list here, but I can just type in bench. There you go, flat barbell bench press, weight, I don't know, 100, 5, save. There you go. Set 1, input. Set 2, set 3, or I can easily just change it. There you go. Ooh, I did 124.5. I'm such a beast. Cool. And there you go. Today, that's already in there. I can go back to yesterday's workout. Happens to not be anything there because this is not the phone I'm regularly using. But yeah, like if let's say yesterday I did something, I don't know, let's see, I did dumbbell curls, then it would be this easy to just go back. So it was today, that's it. And I can just add another exercise, legs, you know. So this is not my regular phone, so mine, I don't have legs, I have quads, hamstrings, whatever, but there you go. That's another thing I'm doing today. Woohoo! And this is how easy it is. Like, I don't need to start a workout, finish a workout. I don't need to click separate, like edit. No, I can, if I want to go back and edit it, I just click on this first set and I can just change it, update. That's it. Well, actually, first let's check it out on the other app. Rest timer on. Okay. So let's say 100 for 8, log set. This shit is talking to me now. Skip rest. And immediately brings me to the next set. Homie, how about you just rest a little bit, okay? Just stop this madness, okay? Yeah. My God. So Jesus Christ. So like, but aren't you thinking that there's an 8 that should be deleted now there? This is hilarious. I'm like trying to delete it and I'm not understanding why I cannot bring the cursor thingy to the right side of this 8. Okay, so I don't know, 6. Okay, cool. Log set. No rest. My God, stop popping up. So I would, yeah, okay, workout complete. End workout, yes. Do I have the permission to like go back and like check other things in this app? Oh, Istenem. Save, view more. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, of course. Pop up. How could I think that would not happen? Processing data, please wait. What is this? This is bizarre. This is actually fucking bizarre. Oh dear Lord. Okay, so now what is this? Insights. Whoo! Here is my workout. Look. Unlock more insights. Please verify your email. Weekly report. No thanks. Like, I think I'm very quickly getting to the point where I will have seen enough of this app. So cool. So this is my analytics. Advanced insights. I like the illustration. So chest, 83%. Recovery rate, recovery time 12 hours. Yeah, I have 0% body fat, just so you know. So what is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Like, so I wanted to see the actual insights. That's already a pro feature. Okay, you know what? I'll show you how Fitnotes has it, okay? For free, once again. No pop-ups, no bullshit. Analysis. Breakdown. Number of sets. But I can track other things as well, but number of sets is the default. Time frame through which I want to see per week. Okay, cool. So this week, 3 sets of chest, 2 sets of biceps, 2 sets of legs. Did 2 total workouts, 7 total sets, 40 total reps. This is volume, tonnage, and load, whatever, it's all there. If I want, I can check what things look like during the month. Then it would be 5 sets of chest. Apparently, I played around with this a bit earlier this month as well. Or I can select a custom time frame. So custom. And like, let's see, yeah, what did I do since September 2021 up until 30th of May? Yeah, that would be this. I can also check like exercises. Let's see, let's pick, well, since I know that I had this flat barbell bench press, there you go, estimated 1 RM. Well, so if I actually use this more frequently, you would see a graph here and like how that changed, like max weight. Yeah, so I did 120 kilos for 5 reps, but you know, it doesn't help that I only have 1 data point for this video. Yeah, you can check like max volume, so the tonnage, max weight for reps. Yeah, so it displays the highest weight lifted in each workout for a selection of rep counts. Now, so this is amazing, seriously. Like, yeah, all time. So because I did an 8 RM and a 5 RM before, like you can see that on May 30th, I did 100 kilos for 8. So my best 8 RM was 100 kilos. My best 5 RM on the 30th of May was 120 kilos. And I can do this for any exercise. Like, by the way, if I go on the bench press, I can click on this little trophy icon. And here I can also see my best performances. So is it actual personal records? So this is an actual personal record because this is the highest 5 RM weight I've ever had. This is the highest 8 RM weight I've ever had, or it can be estimated personal records. So in this case, my estimated 1 RM would be 135 kilos, but it's estimated, right? It's not going to be perfect. Again, like you can select the time frame through which this is looked at. Here you can see your graph. So again, normally there would be a line here if I had multiple data points. No, it's like which one is more intuitive? You tell me, please.